Hello, I'm Colonel Vince Myers. I'm the commander at Blanchfield Army Community Hospital, and today I'm here with Lieutenant Colonel Bartlett, who's our chief of pharmacy. The pharmacy team here at Blanchfield has done a phenomenal job over the last year and a half of really working very hard to create some really efficient processes and support the community. We've seen wait times drop considerably, really with more folks coming in and a faster processing time across the board. So I just want to start out by really thanking you and your team for what you have done. And so we're going to be transitioning to MHS GENESIS, as you know, and so we want to talk to Lieutenant Colonel Bartlett today about how that's going to impact pharmaceuticals and all of the receipt of any pharmaceuticals at any of our sites, whether that be town center or in the hospital. All those sites, Bird Health Clinic, Screaming Eagle Health Clinic out at near Tenova, or even La Pointe. So Lieutenant Colonel Bartlett, welcome. We're really glad to have you here today. We want to talk about the changes that our population can expect during this time frame. So could you tell us a little bit about how Genesis is going to impact pharmacy, just from a general standpoint?
Absolutely, sir. So the biggest thing that people need to understand is that this is going to increase our wait times across all of our locations. As our staff are trying to learn and become familiar with the new system, it's just going to take a little bit of extra time, and we ask for a little bit of extra patience from our patients as we become familiar and learn to utilize this new system that's going to improve our safety for our patients across the board.
And we're talking about a temporary increase in wait times. This isn't something that's forever, for sure.
That's correct.
Absolutely.
Probably about the first 2 months or so, we should see things start getting back to normal.
Absolutely, absolutely. So could you talk to us a little bit about what our patients can do to get their refills completed in a timely manner?
Yes, sir. So the first thing they can do is any patient who has a refill due in June, the best thing they can do is call in their refill now. We are authorizing early refills for anybody whose prescriptions are due in June so that we can get as many of them front-loaded and reduce the burden on those patients who need to fill prescriptions during our go-live period. And that is available by calling our refill line or through the TRICARE online portal, as long as it's still available.
Yeah, absolutely. Our patients can do that now. The last thing you want to do is realize on 4 June that you could have received a refill 2 weeks prior and really avoided that delay. So thank you for that. When MHS GENESIS deploys, how are we going to ensure that prescriptions are filled? How are we going to cover the gaps between the two systems? Will there be gaps? And what are you and your team doing to really prepare for this transition?
Yes, sir. So the first thing people can do is request their prescriptions early and be prepared for the wait that's likely. We're putting into place some processes that will help to ensure patients can not have to sit and wait while prescriptions are filled, especially at our town center location. We'll have ability for folks to drop their prescriptions off and then get a text message when they come back, or they can use the Q Anywhere system that was just started.
Could you tell us a little bit more about Q Anywhere? That sounds like a really exceptional system that's really going to help our patients. It's going to allow them to connect to our pharmacy and not have to wait for prescriptions. They'll be able to get in and get out quicker than they ever have been.
Yes, sir. So Q Anywhere is an application that allows folks to utilize their cell phone to request their prescriptions from anywhere. So they text "Get in line" to the number that will be shown on the screen, or there's a QR code that they can pick up from the town center site. It'll ask for their DOD ID number, and then after submitting that, it'll fill any prescription that they have ready that's new or renewed, not refills, within the past 7 days. They will then get a text message when those prescriptions are ready, and then they can just come on in and pick them up. There's no need to wait in the lobby. They can play video games, watch TV, go to a ball game, whatever during that time, and just spend that time however they like.
Great. So new prescriptions and renewed prescriptions, meaning a prescription that is expired, but the physician or provider has renewed that prescription, but not for refills, correct?
That is correct.
Okay, great. I just want to provide that clarity because we often have potentially confusion between renewed prescriptions, which is a new prescription that is maybe a prescription I've had over time, but it's no more refills, I've renewed it, versus refills that are available.
Correct.
Great.
Yes, sir.
I'm glad I got that right. I wasn't sure I was going to.
Sorry. In addition, of course, as I said before, calling in those refills ahead of time is a good idea.
Sure.
Otherwise, it could be a longer wait. Additionally, and I forgot to mention, the refill system will actually cut off on 30 May and will not start up again until 3 June.
Okay, so how would our patients during that time frame between 30 May and 3 June, if they need medication refills, because we know that'll happen, how do they go about that?
For those individuals, they would need to actually show up to the pharmacy and request it on site.
Okay, so by going to the pharmacy and engaging our pharmacist, our pharmacy team, they can get that. So there isn't a situation, why I asked that question is there isn't a situation where on 30 May it stops and I can't do anything until 3 June. There is something that can be done, and I just want to make sure that our beneficiaries and all of our patients know that.
Absolutely. We'll definitely take care of our patients.
And you talk a little bit about Q Anywhere. There's lots of opportunities to use that in the future. Can you talk about any service expanding to other pharmacies?
So the Q Anywhere system currently is only available at Town Center.
Okay.
We do have intentions of expanding it to the Script Center device that we will be seeing coming soon.
Yeah, I'm personally very excited about the Script Center. I've talked to a lot of our beneficiaries and some of our senior leaders about Script Center. Script Center is a locker system that is going to end up being placed probably in our A building entrance of the main hospital. It will be available as you can pick up your refills from the Script Center based on a code through a locker system, 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, 365 days a year. Our staff duty officers sit there every day, every hour. Someone sits there at that desk. And so if someone wants to come in on Christmas morning after they're done opening their presents and pick up their refills, they have the opportunity to do that. And really, that's going to be a game changer. So as we make this transition and we get to Script Center, that is really going to help our population be very independent. Because we're all restricted on time, we all know that we take a look and go, oh, geez, I need to get to the pharmacy, but it's too late. And so that's going to help our population out probably more than anything.
Yes, sir. And as you know, our hours for the pharmacy are not always conducive to all of our patients.
Absolutely.
This is going to give them the opportunity to utilize the BACH pharmacy, even though they're not necessarily able to come during our normal operating hours.
Yeah, and we expect that Script Center to be available this summer time frame, in the summer or early fall. So that's really going to be a game changer for us across the board. You talked about Town Center and some changes to Town Center and the timelines. There are some days that are closure days coming up here in June. We just want to make sure our population's aware of that as we know that our folks are going to be coming into the pharmacy to get medications. There will be a longer wait time. So could you share any of those closures in the month of June?
Yes, sir. And I'm actually very excited about this. So over the Juneteenth weekend, so that will be the 17th of June, specifically, Town Center will be closed. We're going to be doing an interior renovation of the entire Town Center. This is going to adjust our workflow inside, and then which should make things more efficient for our pharmacy team to fill, and make those wait times lower for our pharmacy patrons when they pick up their prescriptions. Additionally, we're taking away the ticket for refill pickup and for pickup those prescriptions that are put in through Q Anywhere or dropped off, and putting in a direct access line, which should reduce the wait times even further, because one, those patients will not be in the same queue as all those folks who are dropping off new prescriptions, and additionally, they're not having to wait while somebody has to walk up to that line after being called, which can take 30 seconds or more, depending on how far away they're sitting. Yeah,
no, I think Colonel Bartlett, that's great news. And again, I started with it, but I can't thank your team enough for all that you've done to really incredibly improve the pharmacy delivery services here at Blanchfield. And you've heard about a lot of things today that really have been advancements advances in the organization that we've really put together, whether it be the Script Center, the efficiencies, the new systems that we have in place. As we move into Genesis, yes, the wait times are going to go up for that month or month and a half time frame. But I can tell you that all of the advances that are being placed during that time frame, the 2 and 3 months between now and September, are going to really make a very seamless operation for our beneficiaries and our patients to get their medications. We're very excited about all those things, and I know you and your team have really worked tirelessly to do that. So I just want to personally thank you and thank the entire pharmacy team for what they do. Many of the actions that they take to take care of medications go on behind the scenes are never seen, and they come out of the window and folks grab those medications and they head on to the next task in their life. And so your team has just done a really good job of really advancing pharmacy at Blanchfield. I'm just very proud of the entire team. Anything you'd like to add, whether it be about the pharmacy or Genesis or anything else for our listeners today?
Sir, just one more time, I'd like to reiterate, this is going to be a significant change for all of our staff. Please be patient with us, and we'll definitely do our best to ensure we're offering the safest and effective health care we can.
Outstanding. Well, thanks to everybody out there. We really appreciate the opportunity to just share information with you in a couple areas where it's patient appointing, Genesis, the rollout of Genesis, pharmacy. We know these are big factors that all of our patients are focused on, and we want to make sure that we're doing everything possible to ensure that we're providing high quality, safe care as we roll out a historic transformation in our medical record. I'm very confident that the team is prepared. We continue to prepare every day for that go live date on 3 June, which yes is a Saturday. We do that so that we can take care of a couple of patients on Saturday to test systems before we get into one of the busiest days of our routine week, which is Monday. The team will be ready to go when it comes to Monday, June 5th, with the go live being on Saturday, June 3rd. I really appreciate all of your support to Blanchfield Army Community Hospital, all of the support for our beneficiaries and our teammates across the board, and just thank you for choosing us. And we together will get through this historic transformation. And in the end, we are going to be better than we ever have been at many of the things we do to deliver care here at Blanchfield Army Community Hospital. So thanks for all you do, and appreciate all the support to Blanchfield.